Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to our channel once again. Jerome here. Today we are going to see Python introduction to operators. What are operators? Plus, minus, division, subtraction, multiplication, and so forth. Remember, we have a goal. Our goal is to become AI engineers within 7 months. How are we going to go about that? This is our module 1. We have seen Python basics, syntax, variables, and data types, how to print, how to input, and today we are going to see operators. We are still in module 1. Remember, we have 24 modules. We are aiming to finish all 24 modules within 7 months. If we can manage to finish those modules within 7 months, no doubt we are going to be AI engineers with a very solid foundation, if not experts. Now, without further ado, let's get started with operators. If you are new here, please subscribe because we are going to learn all together. We are in this together within 7 months. If you're not AI engineer, don't blame me. Put all blames on yourself. Right, let's get started. Remember, we have to open our Jupyter. CMD, right, boom. Let's go to our Jupyter Lab, boom. All right, loading, and here we are, it's open. So we have seen syntax, data types, and functions. Right, now let's open a new lab, notebook, Python number 3. Open it. Rename our file as operators. Right. Comment. These are operators, Python operators. What are they? Let's say, for example, you have x equal 10 and then you have y equal 3. So what can you do with these numbers? You can add them together. You can print x plus y. This one will be what? Will be addition. Let's run and see if it gives 10 plus 3, 13. Boom, that's right. So you can do print x minus y. This is function. Let's see if it gives 7. Boom, that's right. What else can you do? You can multiply x and x, print x multiplied by y. You have multiplication. This is multiplication. Let's see if you have 30. Right, that's right. What else can you print? You can print x divided by y. We expect a decimal number, right? This is division. What do you have? 3.33335. You can have what we call modulus. Print. This is going to be x modulus represented by a percentage y. What do you expect? This is modulus, or sometimes called remainder. So it's also called remainder. So what is x modulus y? We expect to have 1. I'm going to explain why. Let's see. Run. It's 1. Why is 1? Let's make a comment here. That means you can have 3 times 3, 3 times 3, 6, 9 within a 10. How many times you can have 3 within a 10? 3 times. This is going to be 9. So to get modulus, you take 10 minus 9 equal 1. That's how you got modulus 1. This is how we get it, right? So what else can we do with x and y? We can print exponential. So that's x exponential y. Let's see. This is exponentiation. Exponentiation. So what do we expect? So if you take 10 cubic, you get, we expect 1,000. Let's see, run it. Of course, we get 1,000. So these are the operators we can talk about: plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and exponentiation. These are the most common ones we use. So these are the basic ones we use for mathematics. And of course, they are used to perform operations on variables and values. So the values, like this, x has value 10, y has value 3. So we use those operators to do some operations on these variables and values. That's how you do it. So let's move on to the next one, which is how do we compare operators? Right. How do we compare operators? All right. Let's say we have A equal 5, and then we have B equal 8. Now, let's try to print equal. Let's say print A equal to B. This is equal to B. Let me see. Equal to. Let's see what it prints. False. Because A is 5, B is 8, they are not equal. So now, A is not equal to 5. How do you print it? Print A is not equal to 5. How do you do that? So you do A, then exclamation mark, equal to B. This is not equal to. What do you expect? Is true or false? Not equal to, not equal to. This is true, of course. Now, A greater than B. Print A is greater than B. No. Let's see. Greater than. This should be false. All right. Now less than. Print A is less than B. True. True. Right. Now let's print A is greater than or equal to B. Is A greater than or equal to B? What do you expect? greater than or equal to false. That's right. Now let's print A is less than or equal to B is 5 less than or equal to 5 is less or equal to 8, less than, what do you expect? Of course, true. That's right. Now let's move to assignment operators. Assignment operators. What are they? These are operators that assign value that can perform operations at the same time. Let's see how. Let's say we have x equal 10. It's initialized to 10. Now, once you write like x plus equal 5, this means that it's like x equal x plus 5. This expression is the same as this. That means here x equal 15, right? Because it was 10. Now you take x plus 5, x now is 15. So now when you do x times equal to, what's the value of x here? Now x has a new value. What's that value? You guess right? Here x is like 15 times 2, which is 30. All right, this is how you assign operators work. Initialize x 10, x plus equal 5. This will give x plus 5, which is 15, and x times equal 2. You take the new value of x, which is 15, times 2, which is 30. Now let's move to the next one. Now we are going to logical. And here we are going to use logical operators. Right, now let's say we have A equal true, A is true, and then we have B is false. B is false. Now let's try to print A and B. Print A and B. A and B. What we're gonna do? So if A is true, B is false. When you print A and B, what do you expect? This is AND. So let's call this AND. Of course, it's gonna be false. Right, that's right. Because one is true, the other one is false. Therefore, both of them, they're gonna give false. Right. Now let's print A or B. Print A or B. A or B. This is OR. This is OR. What it's gonna get? Of course, true, because it can print one or the other, right? It can be true or false. Now let's print not A. Not A. Then this is not A. Is going to print the other one, right? Not. Of course, it's going to print the other one, which is false. That's right. All right. So now let's do the last ones, but not the least. These are identity and membership operators. So let's see. Let's say you have x equal 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 elements, and you have y equal x, and then you have z or z equal 1, 2, 3, like this. Can you copy this one? Z, right? Now let's print x is y. Print x is y. X is y. X is y. What do you think? This should be true because here you can see x equal y. This is a true statement, right? Right, let's see. True. Bravo. Now let's print x is z. X is z. Is it true? So x is z. This should be, they have the same value? Let me see. X is z. X is z. They have the same, but they are different objects because here we don't have z equal x. So even though they have the same elements, they are not the same. Let's see. This one we expect what? We expect false. Let's see if it's gonna print false. That's right, because we don't have z. But if we had z equal x, that would be printing true. Let me see. Okay, no. I think we can put it here. After this one, let's see. That's true. Right. This works. So it has to go after z elements, and then in that case, it's going to print true. You see? That's how it works. Now, let's try to print 2 in x. Print 2 in x. So what do we expect? 2 is in x. Yes, that's true. This is true. We expect true. Let's see. Boom, that's true. So now, let's print 5 not in x. Print 5 not in x. So do we have 5 in x? No. That means this is true. 5 is not in x. This we expect true. Let's see if it's true. Right, that's true. Now, let's see. This checks 2 variables that point to the same object. It checks values that exist inside the collection like list or a string. So this, they have to compare and check if they are in both. And if it's true, it returns true. And if it's false, of course, it returns false. Let's quick recap. So what we have seen arithmetic operations, comparison, how you compare, how you assign, how you use logic operators, and identify membership operators. So again, as you can see, next we are going to see the if, else if, or else statements. Don't miss it out. We can do it. You can see we are progressing now. We have seen these 4. We hope to do the loops, and then we take things from there. Now, remember, our goal is to become AI engineers within 7 months. As you can see, now we've done 3 points so far. Next, we are going to see if statements, and then jump to the loops, and so forth. I cannot wait to reach hands-on where we have to do some exercise. We are getting there soon. We are in this together again. We have to motivate one another because we can only get better. Imagine this is just the beginning, the first week. How good are we going to become within a month or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months? Wow! I guarantee you, we are going to become AI engineers, self-taught, and we can do it. Guaranteed. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe if you're new here, and hit the like button so that we can, reach so many people who are willing to learn AI engineering. And again, we can only get better from here if we practice every day. Imagine if we practice every day within 7 months. We can do it. See you in the next one.